great power comes great...
Copyright infringement!
Amazing Spider-Man was a movie directed by Mark Webb, and it stars Andrew Garfield, Emma Stone, Martin Sheen, and Sally Field. I was excited to see this film because they said this movie was supposed to be the untold story. The story that no one has heard before. But did we really get that with this movie? Yeah, we got like 3% of that. Everything else was left in blanks. I gotta say the writing with this movie was very inconsistent. It had numerous plot holes within the story. Peter Parker's origin, we supposed to learn more about his family, his father, his mother. So in this movie, Peter Parker, who is played by Andrew Garfield, he's trying to find secrets about his family. Now before I get deeper into that, I just want to talk about the performances. I think that Andrew Garfield did a really good job playing Spider-Man. But playing Peter Parker was a huge disappointment for me. Because Peter Parker is a nerd, not a skateboarder from a Mountain Dew commercial. I understand this is a rebooted franchise, so they want to add a few little twists with the characters. Now, him portraying a Spider-Man, I thought he did a really good job portraying Spider-Man. It was still lacking the jokes and the quippiness, because most of the quippiness came in one scene. And that was a scene we saw in the trailer when he confronted the criminal inside the car. And I gotta say, compare him to Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, I gotta say that Andrew Garfield is more likable and a better Spider-Man than Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. But Tobey Maguire is the better Peter Parker. Now, I want to talk about Gwen Stacy, who's played by Emma Stone. Emma Stone, she did a good job playing Gwen Stacy. But my problem, it isn't with the performance of Emma Stone. My problem is with they did a terrible job developing Gwen Stacy's character. I don't really know who she is. She's just a girl in Peter Parker's class who likes Peter, who has a crush on Peter Parker. And she's a student who's hot? Let's look back at the trilogy. Mary Jane Watson, prime example. Mary Jane Watson has an abusive father. She wants to become an actress, but she's having a hard time to becoming an actress, so she has to pay her dues by being a waiter. And then she finally follows her dream, but then things don't work out. She gets fired. You know, there are character arcs within the Sam Raimi trilogy. There are character arcs, and then the character is developed. And then the character, we understand the character and we can feel the character. Even in Spider-Man 3, the trilogy developed their characters. But in this trilogy, they didn't get a trilogy. In this movie, she wasn't really developed, but the only things they got right was the Gwen Stacy's chemistry with Andrew Garfield. Now, they both were dating at the time, so I understand the chemistry was very good on screen. But I thought the chemistry was very well, and I was emotionally invested with the two being together. I want to talk about the performance of Sally Field. I mean, Aunt May in this movie, I like this Aunt May, she always worried.
I'm late. I'm
so worried.
Martin Sheen was just okay, but I just feel like the script limited his performance. The script had an opportunity to deliver something impactful for Peter Parker, but it didn't do it. It's like the film was scared to say it. Just say it. With great power comes with great responsibility. Say it. Just say it. No, we just got this.
Father lived by a philosophy, a principle, really. He believed that if you could do good things for other people, you had a moral obligation to do those things. That's what's at stake here. Not choice, responsibility.
And when Uncle Ben was killed, his death motivated Peter Parker to become a hero, which is Spider-Man. He was supposed to look for his Uncle Ben's killer. Then that subplot just vanishes. It doesn't really get executed. It doesn't really get explained. He goes out at night beating up criminals, and then all of a sudden all is good. You know, your Uncle Ben's killer was out there. They didn't really attempt to give closure to him finding the murderer of Uncle Ben. I want to talk about Dr. Connors, who's played by Ralph Fiennes. The villain was not a good villain, to be honest, because there wasn't no motivation involved around his character. The only reason why he's a bad guy is trying to find a cure, but Ethan Kahn's character pressuring him trying to make a serum to heal Norman Osborn, because Norman Osborn is dying. Now, let's think back what I said. It doesn't really have good motivation because I don't really see Norman Osborn's in the movie. So I really can't feel the motivation revolving around that. And then there's a deleted scene where his son makes an appearance. That right there could be the driving force for him to regain his arm, so therefore he can be with his family as a normal person. And that right there clearly could have motivation if they included his son within this movie. But they took him out for this film, and this will focus on him trying to find an antidote. But when he finally turns to Lizard, motivation was then kicked to the curb, because his main motivation to becoming a lizard is to create lizard people. We had to learn his plan through a computer that Peter Parker was looking at, and pretty much just giving us exposition about his plan. I thought this movie was directed very well. I mean, the action sequences was pretty cool. One of my favorite action sequences was the school scene when Spider-Man was confronting Lizard. But all the other action sequences were kind of flat. The final battle of the movie wasn't that really good. I mean, me personally, you have Gwen Stacy. She doesn't really know anything about cross-species genetics, but somehow she's able to find an antidote within 8 minutes. It's very plausible. And the fact of the matter is that we didn't really get much explanation of what happened to the lizard cops. I mean, the lizard cops are still roaming the city. But Captain Stacy died in the process. He promised Peter Parker to leave his daughter alone, stay away from her, to protect her. But in the comic books, he wants her to stay with her and protect her. So they kind of switched it there. Then once he died, I mean, Peter Parker pretty much went against his word and his dying wish.
Come here. Whatever you do, stay away from my daughter.
Nah, bro, I can't do that. Once you die, I'm gonna screw your daughter hard.
Really?
Overall, this movie was just okay. It's disappointing, not as much as I wanted to. I wanted more. I gotta say, I gotta give this movie a Michael Keaton Batman. This is an average at best movie. I do have it on Blu-ray. I do tolerate it, and it is the startup of the franchise. But guys, what are your thoughts on Amazing Spider-Man? Give me all your thoughts. What is your favorite Spider-Man movie? Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, Amazing Spider-Man 1, or Amazing Spider-Man 2. I will have a review for Amazing Spider-Man 2. And also, I saw the movie Cars 3. I was disappointed with the film, so I decided I'm not going to do a review for Cars 3. I mean, I wanted to, but I have lots of projects to work on. So that's my review for Amazing Spider-Man. Thank you for watching. So if you like everything you see and you agree, click right here. Join me in the Batman family. I'll have more Batman-tastic reviews in the way. You have been warned. Till then, ciao.